大家好，我是司徒建国. I'm in the Hutongs of Beijing. Now, I've been in China for almost 14 years, and I've witnessed over a decade of development and change here in the country. Now, the government's 2 sessions have been taking place during March of this year, during which time the 14th 5-year plan has been reviewed and discussed. Now, as China looks towards the next 5 years, that got me thinking, what achievements have I personally witnessed from the 13th 5-year plan? And to be honest, I've witnessed a lot. For instance, so for me, one of the biggest achievements that I've been able to witness as a foreigner living in China is the country's poverty reduction plan. Now, by the end of 2020, the country achieved its goal of lifting nearly 100 million people out of poverty over the previous 8 years. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. And I've been lucky enough to visit many of the places that have seen huge improvements as a result of this plan. This place was once known as a Pinkunsun, or a poverty village. It's not anymore. 脱贫了. It's been pulled out of poverty. It's been absolutely transformed.
挣多了，对。
比去年漂亮多了. I've seen firsthand how provinces in the east are helping out poorer provinces and regions in the west, providing talent, resources, investment to foster sustainable industries, providing employment and income to those poor communities.
你来自珠海是不是？
对。
你为什么来到怒江？
我们是跟珠海市政府对口怒江扶贫的项目来的。
我们是来支援这个怒江的教育，因为他们这边英语的老师比较缺，所以我们给他们带来英语课。
Nanshan District here in Huzhou, Zhejiang, has been sending Huyang or Hu sheep to Sichuan, Guang'an District, Guang'an City, as part of something called Huyang Zhifu Gongcheng.
你跟回去是不是？是不是？啊？要的。
I've seen the conditions that people have previously had to face in order to live their everyday lives. Atuliarcun is also known as Xuanyacun, which literally means cliff edge village. Previously, villagers would have to climb about 17 ladders made from wood and vine and rope. It'd take half a day just to enter and exit the village. No hospital at the top of the village, no school. Moving supplies, pretty difficult. Getting in and out, obviously, hard. Oh my God, this isn't an ideal situation for anyone. Behind me is one of the kinds of homes that they would live in. This is Mubanfang. This would be situated in the villages on the mountainside. And I've seen entirely brand new communities which are giving those same people a totally different life. And here I am at Nanping Shechu at the Jiaozhui County Poverty Alleviation Relocation Site. This place is huge. The environment here is much different from the Pinkunsun everyone's relocated from. These kids have somewhere to play. Down there is Nujiang, the raging Nu River, and next to the river is Weilaba Yidi Fupin Banqiandian. 这是你的卧室啊？
哎，我是。
刚刚结婚了吗？
哎，
恭喜！你房子多大
？100多平方。
哇，挺大。I've seen how something as simple as a train in places like Sichuan's Liangshanyi Autonomous Prefecture is helping to reduce poverty. So I'm aboard the slow train Xiaonanshe, also known as Gongyixing Fupin Manhuoche, or the slow train for the public good to help alleviate poverty, running here in Liangshan Prefecture. They go to rural mountainous areas like Liangshan and pick up the passengers, and they charge extremely cheap ticket prices. This is my ticket, only costs 12.5 kwai. 如果没有火车那怎么办？
坐板车。
为什么不坐板车？
我觉得应该是便宜吧。
便宜啊。对。Hello. And I've been to Abuloha village, a place cut off from the outside world, but thanks to the creation of a new road and tunnels through mountains, the villagers there no longer have to trek for 4 hours down and up a valley just to get out of the village. So the new 5-year plan will seek continuity with regard to these achievements, improving all aspects of people's lifestyle, whilst ensuring that future development does not come at the expense of the environment. After all, 绿水青山就是金山银山, right? Now there's so much work going on across the entire country to improve the environment. Now, I have walked amongst huge solar panels covering vast areas of land. I've also worked alongside one of China's forest rangers, Hu Lingyuan, carrying out vital work to prevent desertification in Gansu province.
来那辅助这个埋设。
And by 2019, over 74% of China's surface water had a good quality rating of grade 3 or above. Now, achievements like this are down to people like Xuan Shuji in Moganshan, who I joined for a day working as a river chief. I was actually his assistant. 哇，这好滑，鞋里全是水。So I'm honoured to have had the opportunity to meet people who are making such a difference to China's environment, and also to meet the families and children of people who are benefiting from the poverty reduction plan. But what else have I witnessed over the past 5 years? By the end of 2020, the length of China's high-speed rail in operation exceeded 37,900 kilometres, compared to 19,800 kilometres back in 2015, which basically means during the course of the 13th five-year plan, it's almost doubled. That's incredible. That's absolutely amazing. It ranks China #1 in the world. I like to take high-speed rail whenever I can because you can get almost anywhere in literally hours. During the 13th five-year plan, China renovated more than 1.4 million kilometres of rural roads, and expressways cover close to 100% of Chinese cities with a population over 200,000. Now, the Jinggang-Ao Expressway, linking Beijing to Shanghai, Hong Kong and Oman, Macau, is the country's busiest. Every day, close to 140,000 tonnes of cargo move along the road. And I've been to the end of that road. It's actually a bridge, the Gongguo Daqiao. It's quite famous, yeah. Actually, I ran a marathon on it.
I can't go on. How far is there left to run?
还有54.5。
And if you prefer to fly, China built enough airports to cover 92% of prefecture-level cities within the country. And I was lucky enough to visit one of the more spectacular airports whilst it was being built.
So down there, walking around, there's lots of workmen adding the finishing touches to the airport, because within just about 3 or 4 years, they've managed to build this amazing structure. Any direction you look, it looks incredible.
With regards to economic upgrading, the number of advanced and new technology companies in China has now exceeded 200,000. And I've been lucky enough to experience some of the products of those companies, like the time I tried to trick China's facial recognition software. And there was the time that had to be saved by a Chinese drone boat.
Help! Oh, thank God!
And there's also that time where I tried to pilot China's first homegrown jumbo jet, C919.
No，
What?
你不能开。
So that was just a snapshot of some of the things that I, as a foreigner living here in China, have witnessed over the past 5 years. I'm also very grateful for the ongoing measures to control and prevent the virus, and those measures have basically allowed people living in China to live a pretty normal life. And I'm very excited to see what changes the next 5 years will bring. Promoting high quality development and deepening supply side structural reform will be the focus of the 14th five-year plan, and there will also be an emphasis on achieving a high level of self-reliance as part of a new development paradigm which will see domestic and overseas markets reinforce each other, but the domestic market will remain the linchpin. So hopefully you will follow me over the next 5 years to see even more amazing things happening here in China.